up the shifter. When I was there, the shifter was working properly. It just had to be greased a little bit. But I got it home, was putting it in the truck, and I couldn't get it to go in the gear right. So let me show you what I got. So this is the shifter I picked up, a Hurst shifter. It was working good. I don't know what's wrong with it. I went to go to try to take, the little stuff off that I didn't need. So I was trying to take that and that, all that. I was just trying to clean it up. And then I was going to sand it down and then just repaint it. But as I was messing with it, you pull the lever and it won't go forward. So if anyone knows, I don't know if this is supposed to be connected onto this. It's the shifter I need. This came from a Turbo 350. It was also an S10 too, but the one I have in the truck. But I hated this shifter. Could not figure it out, but it actually, once I got the hang of it, I mean, it's like a ratchet style shifter, but once I got the hang of it, it worked perfectly. The only problem is, see, I mounted it back in here. I took it out, I mounted it back and forth about 3 or 4 times. So I was trying to do it the other way to where I could just bump it and go, but I can't do that, of course. So, but like I said, the only reason I can't use this particular shifter is because it's for a 4-speed car or a car with overdrive. But like I was saying, it was for a 4-speed car. It came out of a Grand National, so I think those come with the 200 R4, so that's what it was in. And I had originally gotten that when I was working on the black Camaro, and I was just going to run that in, bracket race it and index race it. But that would have worked perfectly for that, because of course it's got the 4060. But knowing what I know now, I would have just left it alone and let it do its thing. But I wish I had a car. I wish I wouldn't have took it apart. I don't know what I was thinking, but let's go look at it. So this is how it sits. I wish I would not have did what I did to it. I wish I was still driving this car, man. But I'm getting it back together. I'm gonna get it back together. Man, it's just sitting rotting away. This right here happened because I was cutting the door out to make it quote unquote lightweight, but I cut a brace by accident. So I need to get this back on the street. God, I need to get this back out. I want to find one so bad. You get it back together pretty easy. Let's see what's in here. I still have the original wiring harness for it and everything. Let's make sure there are no snakes or bees or wasps or hornets or anything. Can't get too up under the hood, but that is the stock LS1, and it's got, let me see if you can see it right there. It's got Lakewoods 9010s on it. So I still have everything from it. I think the thing I would have to do to get it back on the street is front bumper, get a front bumper or get some headlights in. I think I'm gonna try to mess with this. Front bumper, headlights, the dash cracked in it. But looking at it, I want to get it back running on the street, so possibly throw a 5.3 in it. And I have the wiring harness. I just have to go lay it out and everything. I still have the factory wiring harness, so I think putting it back together would be pretty simple. Stock ECU still got the computer and everything, so yeah, I think I want to get that back together and make that my street car. So I'm going to mess with that starting soon. I'm going to go and lay out the wiring harness for it and everything. The interior is stripped out of it. I just need to get a front bumper for it and a door. I'll probably switch both doors out and put the roll-up windows in it. But man, I'm ready to drive this car again. I still have the factory computer, so I'm going to get this car back together. I think that's where I messed up at. I wish I would have kept it on the street. So We're just gonna clean it up, put the factory wiring harness in, take stuff out that we don't need. I mean, I think we need everything because I want it radio, AC, power steering, all that. But I'm getting this car back together. So this car is too nice to me anyways to just be sitting here collecting dust, and I hope that doesn't rot out or anything. So today, once I do what I need to do, I'm going to start with that wiring harness, laying it out and everything. And I also have to get subframe connectors because I do need subframe connectors, but while I was talking and thinking, it is lower control arms that I really need. I sold the subframe connectors off of here, so I got to get new ones. And God, what else I got to get? I got to get something, subframe connectors and something else. But throw a nice set of tires on it off of like a C5 or something. And then I have those to still go drag racing with. It's geared 410. It's got a converter in it. And yeah, I'm going to throw that motor back together. So I'm going to start working on that and see what we can do from there. Man, I just got so depressed and happy at the same time. I was just looking at it. I was like, man, how did I do that to that car? Young and dumb. Had my time back, I would still be driving it. And like I said, I'm probably just going to throw the 5.3 in it because that motor's been sitting out. It may be good, may not be good. May have to put some mystery oil in it or something to free it up. But it's been sitting out in the weather. But if I throw 5.3 in it, throw the 5.3, throw a cam in it, and find me a LS1 intake, or no, I might throw a the newer style intake on it, and just put a cam and just drive it on the street, man. So that's what I'm going to be working on too. So get that together and then get the truck together. Hopefully it'll all be good. Run new fuel line. No, I don't need to run new fuel lines. I mean, put a fuel pump in it. It needs a fuel pump in it. And order some carpet, throw the headliner in, and get all that situated. So I'm going to get to doing that, and then I'll get back to you all. Alright, so I made a list. Not 100% sure if this is everything. I'm pretty sure it's not, but it's a good indication of what I need. I made a list just thinking, and I think, yeah, this is everything. Well, most of everything. I need a wiring harness, a front bumper, headlights, the headliner, the rear and passenger seat, a dash, radio, air conditioning parts, intake, fuel rails, transmission cooler, a stand-up radiator, the power steering, all of that, carpet, exhaust, and I want to put a front tubular bar where the radiator would mount to, like where the hood latch is. I want to put a tubular bar up there just for aesthetics and also a little bit of weight, but mainly aesthetics and everything. But I think Rock Solid Motorsports sells that front tube, I think. Not 100% sure, but if I could switch that out and put another one in there because it's all cut up and banged up, I probably will. But if not, then something along that line. But like I said, the front tubular bar, subframe connector, and last but not least, the driver's side door. Hopefully I can get one with, I like manual windows, so if I could find something at the junkyard or on Marketplace with roll-up windows, I'll go with that for sure. But it's a lot, but it's not, because most of this stuff you can source it really cheap, and we still have a good amount of stuff for it. Because, like, for instance, I already got the wiring harness, already have, what else I got? I got the wiring harness, I think I got an intake, It's laying around. Yeah, we do got a intake, a stock truck intake, and we got a radio. I had ordered one off Amazon. That's a touchscreen, double din, so that's not a problem. Yeah, like I said, most of that stuff I could find it somewhere else pretty cheap, whatnot, but I'm ready to get that back together. I wish I wouldn't have did what I did to it, but like I said, it should be a nice little street car. I mean, it's geared 410. It has a 3200 stall converter in it, stock 460, but we can make it do what it do, hopefully. So, ready to get the Camaro back together too. I think that's about it for this video. So I'm going to go ahead and start working on this wiring harness, and hopefully next video I'll have everything laid out and we'll be good to go.